So imagine this, you arrive at your practice one morning and you ask your receptionist, Jill, can I have the list of patients to see? And Jill says, I can't get into the system. What? I'm due my first patient in a few minutes. Come on, who am I going to see today, this morning? And Jill says, I just can't get into the system. Anyway, your first patient turns up and you there have to go and do the test. Not much more that you can do. Well, this happened to a practice that I operate as their data protection officer for, and on subsequent investigation later that morning, they couldn't access any of the system and they'd been hacked. All their database had been encrypted and they received a ransomware email offering to de-encrypt their database for a rather large sum of money. And so, as you can imagine, that caused quite a panic with the practice owner. They had to not only deal with the getting the systems sorted out, do they pay, do they not pay? We've had a data breach or potential breach. How do I deal with the ICO's office? All these things we're going through with the practice owner, and literally, I don't know about you, but they suffered head mush, completely panicked about it. Well, once it cleared a little bit of headspace, contacted me as their DPO for sorting that side of things out, and the team sorted the database out, and all was well at the end of the day. Well, I really want to share the case study of that and the few days that happened, in case it happens to your practice. So why am I doing this? Well, I'm the data protection officer for quite a number of independent optical practices, and that means that I prepare them and evidence that they are compliant, so that should this happen and the ICO's office come down on them, we can evidence that they were compliant. And as you probably realise, there's no such thing as a 100% secure system, and therefore things will happen. But if you've made all the preparations, you would not be subjected to a fine or improvement notices, similarly to any health and safety incidents. And so I was talking through with Gary, who I think you will know, Gary Kasulu, and we work on a number of projects together. And I was telling him about this, and he said he felt that it would be really beneficial for practices that he knows to hear about this and to help them prepare and minimise any impact of this happening. Forewarned is forearmed. So I'm more than happy to do that. It'll be over a Zoom call, be limited spaces because it's limited by the numbers I can get onto my Zoom account. But sign up below to get the details, and I will share that. And I'll also share, I have a recording, an interview with Rob May, who is a leading expert. He's done a TED talk on cybersecurity and all aspects of minimising this happening to your practice. So if you'd like to hear this case study, just sign up for the webinar, and I'll see you on the call.